We got a watermelon. We got a pumpkin. We got a podcast. Let's go.
Well, let's start off. Let's
With
start
that
off the show, and then fly into
Yeah.
something positive.
Yeah, we flying like birds. See the wings. Episode 1. I think we're on 60 right now. I'm not sure.
Ooh, I don't know. It's
a toss up.
It's
Just
a
look at
trust
the screen.
issue.
Just trust that it's going to be there when you look at it, and if you want to look at it. If you're just listening, then look at the screen of what you're listening to, and you're going to see these 3 numbers up there, and it's a 1, and then either a 6 or a 5 there, and then other numbers.
It's going to be a 3-digit number. We'll tell you that.
It's the watermelon versus pumpkin podcast. You see that watermelon back there? Repping.
See that pumpkin right here.
You know what I mean? Just pumpkin everywhere. On the shelves, there's pumpkins everywhere. It's coming. It's happening. I'm Young Pastry, man. You see the mop top, man. You know what I'm saying?
And I am the co-host, not your co-host. This is my co-host. Who's co-host? Lil Mattress, LILMATTRESS, 5 a.m. If you still say 5, that's fine. Let's go with the watermelon versus pumpkin. Godcast, Squadcast, everything in the world is crazy, so let's go to something good.
Yes, 2 gourds coming together for making happy seeds, nigga. Let's make a happy seed.
You and I, that's for unity.
In the gourd.
Man, it's tough to stay positive these days, but I'd like to try. And one of the things that I am trying is, going back to the gym.
Yeah, I have yet to kind of walk in there. Is it? I mean, the setup, is it crazy in there? Or?
It's just that they have every other machine shut down. So say like the ellipticals, you go in there and every other machine is shut down. The thing where you have to wear a face mask the entire time is, I believe it's changing the game in terms of you're not going to get people that are in there for long.
No more bullshitters sitting around gossip. You know what I mean? No more chilling by the water cooler. You know.
There is no water cooler anymore. That's all duct taped over. You know.
Right. Shit.
Yeah,
they're
they're not passing out no free water to nobody. Yeah, it's
the little shake stand is shut down. They've got shakes and shit.
No, they get nothing. They're not even doing cash anymore. They went cashless completely. If you want to buy something, you got to give them your card. They put it on file, and then when you want something, hey, doop, give me this.
Well, that's all I go to Edge. Edge is like, it's already on file. So every time I get something, they just take. You want to take it off the card on file? Yeah, do that one. Yep. It's usually what I say. Yep, that's the one. It was declined, sir. Oh, that wasn't the one. Not today, right? Here, this one is the one. Sorry.
But being back in there is nice, just to loosen up again. You know, all I've been doing. I've been going on the elliptical for 30 minutes, and then I'll go and I'll do some free weights for like 5-10 minutes, and then I get out of there. Like, I'm not trying to spend all day in there, and just having the mask on.
You're not gonna go bulk, bro. You're going to fucking do traps for 3 hours.
Well, and two, there's a difference between, you know, having your mask on while grocery shopping and having your mask on while fucking running. You know, like there's a big difference.
Now, those people that had those masks before all this shit, remember that wore them on treadmills, are those suitable with the filter things on the side or whatever? They're like people.
I would imagine so. I think, you know, and it seems I haven't seen anybody get talked to or, you know, confronted yet, but there's definitely people with, you know,
taking them off,
the mask down and all that other stuff. Yeah. And you know, me, I like to let the nose hang out. Not
me
if
too.
I'm
an offender. I'm a straight nose offender, bro. I'm 100% nose offender, especially with the glasses.
Yeah. I do it at the gym, but not at the supermarket, because I went out and I bought I got a couple of $3 masks that are fucking amazing. Like, I just lucked out that actually the fruit stand that I go to in Orange, they were selling them, and they were the $3 joints with the little whatever, you know, cock muffler on the side. Nobody knows what that thing is for, but it was one of those, they fit better and you could breathe better in them, you know?
Okay.
But so I'll keep fully covered when I'm in the grocery store, but yeah, I got to let the nose hang out at the gym.
I'm wondering, I was talking about this last night, you know, I had my lady and her best friend was over, and I, you know, doing my thing, cracking my jokes while they were sipping. So, you know, I like to put on the show. But no, they were talking about masks and shit. I said, I said, coming up with the invention. I said, it's probably out already, but if not, Pharaoh, Google, you're listening, somebody's probably already got it or gonna have it after this. Boom, the mask, right? Because they're like, you go into the You go into a bar and shit, you gotta have a mask on. Who the fuck wants to be in a bar with a mask on? You gotta fucking keep pulling your thing down and take a sip. I said, nah, boom. Now you go with the peephole, straw peep. Boop. Banga. You know what I mean? We're on the mask, little peekaboo door right there. That's your, you know what I mean? Pop it open, throw a nugget in, put that shit back. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen the zippers, and I've seen the see-through, the clear ones. Those just look weird because it's it's a mask, but then you see the face and it's foggy and it's fucking weird.
People are getting silly. I want to be seen. I want people to see me. Like,
yeah,
you know, it's okay. This eye game you play in public is pretty cool. You know, it's like, what are you hiding behind those eyes? You look very mysterious.
You gotta learn to smile with your eyes because people think that you're just staring at them when all you're doing is literally walking by.
Kiki came. Yeah. Yes. I get a real expression with the eyebrows and shit. So, you know, I really kind of shoot them out there at them and shit.
Let them know it's safe.
You know what I mean? That's why I think I'm probably approachable. So I'm like, oh, look, his eyebrows. You seem to be staring off with them arched high. What it is, you got to just like remain in public with the down, you know what I mean, at all times, even when you're not upset, because they won't bother you.
Yep, you got to let them know.
Like sitting out there, how you doing? Well, what? Oh, I had a good one last night. This is the funny one to interject. I know we're on that story, but let me just toss it in there. So the guy comes up to me, and I came from a Cumberland Farms. I'm in the parking lot after getting my 99-cent slice of pizza for no reason at all. He taps on the window. You know, I put the window down, of course, quarter away. What's up, man?
Once again, you are so much further than I ever get. Go ahead.
What up, man? Well, you know, I like to hear these things. I don't know what it is. I just like, let me hear what you got. You know,
you got to start recording them, bro. You got to you need to give him the one finger, hit that double tap. For my phone, I hit the power button twice, and I'm already in video mode. So
right, it's just like he's probably gonna change it up if I put the cam in his face. I'm gonna have to hold it low. And like, what's going on, man? So he has this spiel, bro. He said, listen, he starts off. This is how he starts off. Now, mind you, this is like almost 2 a.m. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If not 2 a.m. So he starts off with, hey, listen, bro, you know, I'm not panhandling. I'm not home. I'm not a bum. You know, this is how he starts off. I'm like, I already know you're asking for something like those characters you're trying to describe. So don't try shit on them motherfuckers right now. But that's in my head. I'm like, go ahead. What you got? He's like, yo, I'm not a panhandler. I'm not a bum. Check it out. Listen, I'm a second infantry, something, you know, start shooting some military shit off fast, rambling. You know, black, you know what I mean? Older black dude, this shit, you know what I mean? Like, yo, ramble it off. Look, bro, I'm like, he tried to do the bruh talk with me, like we family, you know. Listen here, bro, you know what I mean?
Look, our skin is the same color. That means something.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, listen, I'm about helping people out that really need it, you know what I'm saying? But I don't like, you know, I like to hear it, but I just want to see how you're trying to handle me. So now he's like, boom, I'm in the military, boom, 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 boom. I'm just like, da-da-da. He hit the military card on me. All right, okay, all right. Now he's like, starts giving me exact. Only thing is, I got to get a train. I got to catch the train to go, right?
It's literally everybody in New Haven. Like, how do you not have another story but the fucking train?
Right, and this isn't even New Haven. This is Meriden.
Oh,
Meriden's fucked up now. Meriden's got. I've learned this. I found out Meriden is like, oh, y'all look at a little baby New Haven with shit out. Okay, I see what y'all doing. Especially at that Cumberland Farms. So now, so he's going into this like, I'm the military. Blah, blah, blah. I just got to catch a train, right? Check it out, boy. I just got to catch a train. I got to go home. Blah blah blah. You know, train $24. I got $17. All I'm asking for is something to help me out to get me closer to that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so I said, so I'm sitting there with my little dollar slice of pizza and shit. I said, oh, see? I said, see, that's where you fucked up. That's where you fucked up. Cause I asked him, I said, oh, you got to catch a train? I said, you got to catch it right now? He said, yeah, it's about to come in an hour. I said, oh. I said, see, that's where you fucked up. I said, that's where you fucked up. Train stopped running at 12, homie. Ain't no train coming over there. I know that train station.
No train coming at fucking 3 a.m.
I said, no. It's not New York, bro. I said, we don't do that out here. That's one of, he go, oh, yeah? Oh. What day is it? I thought, oh, now we doing the dumb shit. Yeah. Come on, B. Now we gonna do
remember when I was talking to you yesterday off air about I can't play pretend. You know what I mean? That moment right there is, bro, no. We're not going down this slide. This ain't that Chutes and Ladders that we're going down. We're not going to pretend land. We're not doing that. You know what fucking day it is.
Man. I entertain these cats, and then sometimes I want to hear how good it is. Sometimes, like if I earn it to the point, like, damn, I know it's bullshit, but you should be like an author or something, man. You should write like stories and shit for kids, put them to sleep.
Jadakiss is not one of my favorite rappers, but when he rapped about the "Why Lie, I Need a Beer" sign, those are the people that are down on their luck that I respect. Tell me that you want drugs. Tell me, yo, bro.
Right.
Listen, man.
Now, a guy hit me with that the other day, but I didn't like his style of approach.
Oh, I'm still not giving him money. Right. I just want him to be fucking honest with me.
Right.
I'm fine.
And that's exactly. It's funny. It says, "Yo, I appreciate your honesty, but yeah, nah, we're gonna do that."
Exactly.
Yeah, but it was like he went to and then he was like, "Oh, what day is it? Oh, well, I mean, I gotta catch the train anyway." So I was like, "Yeah, well, you're gonna be waiting for a while. First train don't come to like 6 o'clock, man. You're gonna be waiting for a while, and so you got all night,
right?
I mean, somebody take care of you.
Exactly. What'd you say? You need another $7? Cool. I think you got like another 5 hours, so you can make it. Come on, man.
Get that, yo. Even if you get 10 people at 50 cents a clip. You're getting closer, man. You're getting closer. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
I think that's the type of thing where I don't know if they have a down on your luck union or whatever, but it's just odd that every down on the luck person would have the same story.
But you know what it is? And like, because my mother, I just, for that guy that tried to hit me up with it, I need a beer. He hit me like he comes up to me. "Oh, I love that car, man. I love that car." As he's walking across the street, "I love that car." I'm like, "All right, cool, thanks." You know what I mean? He's like, "Hey, listen, man, I'm trying to get a couple dollars for a beer, man." You know what I'm saying? I said, "Yeah, no, I appreciate your honesty, bro, but I said, I ain't got no change. I said, I don't keep money on me like that. So then he goes, I said, "I don't got no change." So he goes, he thinks that means I have dollars. When I say I don't have change, that means I'm not trying to give you anything.
Yeah.
But he took it as he goes, "Oh, bro, I give you 75 cents. You got $1?" Like, what?
Whoa.
I said, "I don't keep cash on me, man." So, so my mother, she fucking hates, she gets like, she despises when she goes to, she has a short wick, how you have like, so as soon as they open their mouth, she's fucking, no! She's fucking screaming. You go, as soon as they say, "Excuse me, ma'am," she's like, "No, I got nothing. No, get the fuck out of here." I was like, "Mom," all I say is like this. I said, "Mom, listen, all I'm saying is I'm not mad at them per se.
Yes.
I could be annoyed. I'm not mad at like obviously they have a problem. They're chasing their addiction. They have no fucking, that's what they're doing. You know what I mean? It's like, that guy needs help. I feel fucking more bad for him than he feels bad for himself.
Yeah.
But that's not my problem because that's what he has to fix in his life. But you know what I'm saying? When, as long as it don't get too fucking crazy and when it starts getting like fucking too much, you know what I mean? When niggas like trying to invade too much, want to hug you and shit, like, all right, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because some guys get real fucking, especially a motherfucker think I'm kinfolk and shit.
Exactly.
Man, what up, man? Yo, what up, man? You related to Johnson family over there in the hills? Nah, man, I'm not related to the Johnson. Yo, stop. No. Yo, I now, before it was, I give a dap and shit, but then it's like, you got to go to the stretch. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, I could see if you fucked up. You know what I mean? If I'm checking you out. You look, your shit look tattered. I see your status. You know what I mean? We giving dap now because you probably just took your shit behind the fucking building over there, and I know as hell you didn't wash your fucking hands, and now you want to give me dap. You know what I mean? So what somebody was just saying last night, it was funny. It's like, look, he said, my grandmother always taught me, he's like, because, when somebody's trying to cook for you or something, look at the hands, you look for the dirty fingernails because that's the caca nails. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's because they ain't washing this shit and they got the caca. It's caca, you know what I mean? What, you dominant right? Yup.
Yeah,
but at the gym.
Well, for me, the thing is, like I said, like you're entertained by it. I've hit my threshold where I'm not entertained by it anymore. So for me, I'm not as loud as some people. I just go with like, I'm trying to cut this off now. And I'm being firm. Like I don't get loud and make a scene, but I just do the like, no. And no, do not come over here. Do not walk over here. I don't want to hear your stuff. You know what I mean? Like then it gets into, but some people stop at no, because I've gotten the same shit with, I've never had a nice car, and I've gotten, yo, man, nice car. I'd be like, no. That's all I do. I start with no. You know,
fucking a lady who was down on her luck. was trick or treating out there in the streets.
Yeah.
She tried to do like when I was.
Yo! Oh my God! That's all they're doing. They're just trick or treating.
Trick or treating. What you want? You want a blow pop, nigga?
Yo, and you know what? So next time, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just hit him back with like, it's not Halloween. Stop it. Get away from me.
That trick or treat, nigga. Wrong doorbell. Wrong house. I didn't leave the light on, nigga. I didn't leave. So
my God. Yo, you didn't even ring the doorbell. What? You didn't even ring it. Do you notice how there is no doorbell? Yeah, because this ain't trick or treat. Get the fuck out of here. I hate that shit.
It's like, oh, they gonna sit there looking stupid. Like, what does that mean? You know how you're all fucked up in the head right now? That's how I feel when you approach me with these things.
Exactly.
Just like,
why
why
are you trying to drag me
this?
to your level?
Right. Why are you doing this? So I had this. So I got a fucking fucked up, my 2001 Ford Expedition I had. That was my Fiona, the green monster. You know what I mean? She got me through a lot of things. So that they had rust spots. It is nothing great about it. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. So now I'm coming out the corner store. And, I think she was Casper that night. Might have been Casper, a female Casper. That's who
Ghosted.
She dressed up as. She was dressed up as Casper that night. So she goes, oh, nice car. Nice car. Like, yeah, thanks. I thought so. Like, come on, honey, it's a 2001 Ford Expedition.
Yeah,
that was the, hey, can I step inside and perhaps offer you a blow pop?
Can we discuss prices?
Right. Can we discuss them? And we'll call them pencils. How many pencils would you like to donate? Two pencils means $20. Okay, 3 pencils.
I think the bigger issue for me is people not understanding, almost like the elephant in the room type thing of, I don't like and I feel bad because what mental state do you have to be in to be like, they're going to believe this,
Right.
and you got
and
that wild story that's bouncing off the walls. Yeah.
Especially if it's crack, man. Somebody that's addicted to crack and then their fucking imagination is like, wow, somebody should be recording you because it'd be great stories. You know what I mean? It's just like,
yeah,
man, like I think like Stephen King probably smoked crack or something. You know what I mean? Like, somebody with that wild mind is like, yeah, you was fucking with some kind of opiate or something, nigga. Because sometimes you gotta, get them little hallucinations to unlock fucking different chambers you might not know. Like, oh, what part of my life did I just step into? What the fuck?
Yep. Sometimes you got to go to a different plane.
Right, it does it, man. And I find that so getting older and shit, man. Sometimes shit is coming from places like, oh, I said that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, where the hell? Thoughts that never occurred, nigga. Just like wine, I've been in the barrel. I'm getting seasoned.
Straight barreled up.
You know what I mean? Barreled up. But I'm fermenting.
I'm telling you, man, I've been trying to surround myself with a cocoon of trying to and failing miserably at, I'm trying my anything but politics lifestyle as much as I can. And it's just, I found it's damn near impossible. If you go on the internet, it's gonna get you, like right. It just is.
That's where they get you. That's where they get you. And it's like, I like the web, and I don't want to, YouTube constantly puts it in, hey, check this out. And I don't have any, I have no like CNN and none of those networks in my subscribes. Yeah. I'm not subscribed to any of those, but they have, trending. They give you the trending. This is what's being talked about. It's the hot topics, you know what I mean? It's politics, murder, police, law, and then, hey, football's going on and basketball.
Well, basketball's not.
Yeah, no, they stopped. Down. They postponed last night. I think they might be playing tonight, though.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe they won't. I don't know. I thought they just like shut it down that night, or guys are the Milwaukee Bucks did that whole thing where they read their statements and everything,
Yeah.
But we're not gonna go down that rabbit hole yet. Right now, we gotta chat back in to the gym status and where you was going with that motion of the ocean.
I don't even know where I was.
You was talking about the mass flow. I think this was going to bring you to the new object of truth in the health tip you've been getting into.
Oh yeah, we're trying to do things that we used to do at the gym. Part of it is the after, effects and shit like that. Like the other day I went to the gym and I saw somebody showering at the gym, and it had me take a step back of,
That's brave.
yeah, you are brave. You are really
Like I didn't
brave,
know they're
sir.
even allowing that. Like they're allowing the showers. Like that's something too.
I guess so. I didn't, I was just going to take a piss and I heard a shower on and saw someone's clothes over there. But I was like, whoa.
Old Spice kills Corona.
It could.
It could.
Bro, Corona, listen, Corona, it's barely even in existence right now. We're in weird fucking times right now.
They said they had a little flux here in our state in Danbury.
Yeah.
And because of that little influx, I guess, of a little handful or something or whatever, they shut down Pop Warner football here in the town we're in.
Yeah.
They were practicing like crazy and they just said that. Yeah. Oh, there's a case where kids, Danbury. That's about 50 minutes away, but that's close enough.
I think everybody's lost all connection to it's never going down to zero. I don't think people get that because it's not.
Oh God,
this isn't.
The flu's going to happen in a couple months, and then it's going to be like, oh, it could be Corona. We're not sure. It could be Corona.
But the thing is that I think because everybody just reads headlines, they don't get that the coronavirus is not new. The coronavirus did not get here for the first time in 2020. That's what the flu is. The flu is the fucking coronavirus. And there's been plenty of them every fucking year.
You take your precautions every
of course, this was crazy. I'm not in the camp of this was a pandemic and it's not real. I'm not in that.
Pandemic. I never heard that one. That's good.
Because it was really, for people that want to take your rights away, this was amazing for them. Because
it was a good test. Like, oh, that's how we could do it.
And honestly, to the point of, holy shit, they all listened. Because now you got to think the country is now, I'm not going to say split down the middle, but is very divided on, like me, I don't believe we have to wear a mask absolutely everywhere, but yeah, right. I'm going to wear a mask in the store. But I'll tell you, the other day, it was one of those, I was waiting for it to go down because I'm not wearing a mask while I pump my gas. I'm not doing it. I'm outside. I'm standing here. It's not happening. But I saw the eye. You know what I'm saying? I saw the eye and I was like, okay, this could go down.
Oh, so you're just free of wearing masks?
Yeah.
At the gas station? You're just sneezing on the pump?
Yeah, like I said, for me, bro, unless we go to another, march, I'm not wearing no fucking mask in the fresh air outside. Like, if I go to the beach, I'm not going to sit on a fucking beach towel and wear a mask. Like, that's not, but you got to understand, there's people that are wearing masks in their own fucking house, Because for every center, there's that crazy part. And, there's the people that are like, no, I'm not wearing a mask anywhere. I'm getting kicked out of every store I go to. There is that. And then there's also the people that, like I said, they're wearing a mask to fucking bed. Like, what are you doing?
Right. Oh, man. The people are driving fully enclosed in their cars with fucking spraying Lysol in the air, fucking spraying everything down. And they're the only ones that use their car.
Wondering why they passed out.
I said, oh, so you share a car? Nope. Nobody's ever in this car. So I don't. Just before you get in your car, spray yourself down if you want to before you get in the car. And then you're in the car, you don't need the mask because it's been quarantined by you, truly.
Yeah, it's scary because I don't know if
I think
don't
there's
know
a
what
lot
it
of
looks like.
No, go ahead. I was gonna cut you off. I was gonna say, you know what's gonna come out?
I don't know. So yeah, it's up to
no, I was gonna say, you know what's crazy? What's gonna come out of a lot of this, man? What people I think are overseeing as fucking PTSD, man. Like let's be honest, man. I think that there's some people that just don't have that separation of, it could really affect them. Like maybe they have mental health issues, even. You know what I'm saying? And dealing with something like this and the change of life, and it's like, a germaphobe even, somebody that just, I know people that are germaphobes. They probably haven't seen a fucking day of light. Their fucking skin's probably cracking because they haven't seen any vitamin E in fucking months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, and mentally they're not being stable. Like being quarantined didn't do good for everybody.
Yeah. I saw in Ohio, more people committed suicide than died from coronavirus, which was
crazy.
like, because, bro, I'll tell you, like, I'll admit it, my mind state has been back and forth. Like, I'll tell you, some days I feel like I'm fucking bipolar, because some days I swear everything's good, everything's great. Then some days it's just like, yo, that news, that constant negativity just boom, boom, boom hits into you, and it affects you to the point where it's not even a specific thing that I'm like worried about or nervous about or anything. It's more of the entire picture that is just, you know, that constant negativity. You're like, holy fuck, it just wears you down.
And then I stopped because I almost feed into it. I kind of go and I'm like, you know, I'll see something, like a video somebody posted of saying something, and then it's like, you know, I got my opinion on it. Then I start trying to, you know, I start typing, and it's like, literally, I was like early in the morning today. I was almost 20 minutes probably, man. Typing and erasing and want to put something together, and then to the point where I was just like, I just can't even feed. Why am I feeding into this shit, man? You know what I'm saying? But you know, I mean, it's just like, no matter what you're gonna say to somebody that has those strong opinions on something, they're set. You know what I mean? There's nothing you're gonna say as much that could shift them. But maybe there is. Exactly. You know what I mean? Because closed mouth don't get heard. So I mean, that's always something that maybe you say something, and you know, but when people feel a certain kind of way, you just gotta go, you know. And then then you do it for not even that person that posted. These are for other people that are scrolling through. Maybe somebody likes, you know, because there's times where I'm reading through and I'm like, that's a strong point right there. You know, when you read people's shit, you know what I mean? Like, okay, I dig that. You know what I mean? Or that's just stupid. You know, if you really, I try to stay away from some of the comments on YouTube, you know, because it's just, people just put dumb shit in there. Let's be honest, you know, they're in there just to be up there to say like dick jokes and shit. You know what I mean? Or
just to get responses.
Jokes. Right. Let me shake the bush. Hey, you N-words. You know what I mean? And like. What are we doing? Like, you know why you're doing it. And it's like, I'm not really racist. Yeah, you're not. You are, but you're not. You're just.
I think the thing that concerns me the most is I don't see it ever. I think I'm at the point now where I don't think it matters who fucking becomes president. Like, it's not gonna, and I say that to say this, it's not like whoever wins the presidency, then everybody just goes, all right, well, okay, fucking fine, we'll calm down. You know, like it feels like it's so far that
they just go. That's because a lot of people just want Trump out, and they're just desperate for somebody.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if he does, so if Trump wins, it's not like people are going to be like, oh, damn, he's there for another 4 years. Well, fuck, fine, we'll go home and be mad about it. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't end after the election. So then I'm thinking, yo, how long can our country survive like this? Because how you were saying, you can't change people's minds nowadays. There isn't any jumping over to the other side. Like, I wrote on Twitter today, I was like, yo, your sassy meme is not going to change your uncle's vote. It just isn't. Like, nobody's going to see it and be like, oh, that is a cool way of putting it. Like, it's just, yo, people have their minds made up for the most part. There, of course, is always
it's like, there's people that are really good speakers, but like, not everybody's a revolutionary spokesman, you know what I mean? A spokesperson, you know what I mean? There's, you know, not everybody's a Martin Luther, not everybody's Malcolm X, and everybody has, you know what I mean, has that, you know? You can be supportive in the movement in other ways, you know, besides just screaming a bunch of random comments on a YouTube channel and memes sent, boop, justice served. And then brag about it all day. Like, you saw what did you see what I posted earlier?
Yeah.
Oh,
I fucking wrecked him. I'm fucking savage. You saw me? Like,
it turns into a whole thing. Is like, just if you're really that upset about something, if it really bothers you to that point, then you should kind of take action and do something about it, or take part in something that is going to give you that energy that's going to help you solve something that you find to be a problem.
I think the problem too is that the people that are on the internet, that's not real life. You know, it's just, it's so much different from real life. If you walk outside, if you actually interact with people, the internet is not what's going on outside.
Timmy sitting at home yelling at his mom because she fucking turned his data off because he won't clean his room. It's not the big. It's not the majority of the world's opinions. You know what I mean?
No. And the amount, and just the way that people act on the internet. Like, it's really easy to type "fuck you." It's really tough to say "fuck you" because there's usually something that happens after that. You know what I mean? It's just a
reaction. You're gonna get a reaction.
Yeah.
Shit you would never say to somebody face to face.
Exactly. You're not going to do it. And people wouldn't be as quick to do it. People wouldn't be as free to do it, as comfortable to do it. It's a different medium of communication that we're not used to yet, because some people feel like superheroes on there. You know, it's a weird thing.
It's a weird vibe. It's a vibe.
Dude. What's the vibe, guys? What's the vibe?
It's the bad vibe. Guys bring bad, people bring bad vibes.
Yep.
To the environment.
And the other thing that I hate now is that, and this is with police and this is with people, there's no disagreement, then it's over. There has to be a complete disconnect now. Like, when's the last time you heard about, and listen, this isn't good either, okay? I will say it again. This isn't good either, but when's the last time you heard about the police just beating the shit out of a dude and arresting him? That shit don't happen anymore. It's just, we shot and killed him. No matter what, we shot and killed him. So it's like, I don't understand how we have no in-between. And what I say to connect that with what else I'm saying is that there's no, me and my friend don't agree on this, but now we're still friends. It's, oh my God, you don't believe every single thing that I believe. Fuck you. We're done. We're never talking again. It's like, whoa.
Right. It's all or
what
nothing.
The fuck? Yeah. Cause I'm seeing people write online.
You fucking with my opinion or not? If not, then fuck you. And you know what I mean? It's never, if you don't have that open mind to have an actual conversation, and that's just people feeling their opinion. And that's probably one of the worst parts of social media. It makes everybody feel like they're a social justice warrior, you know?
Yeah.
And
everybody feels like they're paying attention to them too, which is great. Cause it's hi guys. It's people already feel like they have an audience when you're like, whoa, it's just, that's weird to me.
Yeah, and it's the everyday, and these aren't people that we're talking about that are like maybe trying to start their own little entertainment thing or something. Yeah, we're talking about just your everyday social media user. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is what they're all stars. Everybody's a star, of some sort. I mean, there's young women out there that are getting shots injected in their ass just so they can be an Instagram model.
Bro, that's another
happening.
Reason why I believe I will stay single for a while longer is imagine meeting a girl that doesn't have an OnlyFans. You know what I mean? Like, that seems to be, bro, this is not like a girl's a fucking
OnlyFans
waitress during the day and then fucking sells pictures of her pussy at night. Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I get my money. It's like she getting her money. Yeah, but you'll ever be existing in that media world like that. That shit don't go away. As soon as you put it out there, then you got hackers. They're gonna take it. They're gonna put it on porn sites. That's what people get. That you get like clickbait shit like that. You know what I mean?
But I say that to say I feel like there's groups. I feel like we're so far away as people and values that I don't understand how we don't end up with another civil war in some form of like.
Right. It's scary, man, but I feel like there's only
Democrats live in California and maybe only Republicans live wherever. I think it's going to only get more separated because it's just not.
We're talking like East Coast, West Coast beef right now. You know what I mean? That's the type of shit.
Bro, we're talking about fucking people getting divorced because they have different political views. Like, that's
serious.
You got motherfuckers married for 40, 50 years and you're voting for him? I'm not, and now we can't be married any longer.
Right.
Like,
our grandchildren's future depends on this.
Yeah.
And you're acting that way? I'm divorcing you for the last 2 years of our life.
And to speak on what you were talking about before, there's also a lot of mental things that can come up because some things only happen in a certain situation. Like, let me put you like this, to use an extreme example, you've never been attacked by a tiger, but there's a small percentage, small chance that if you got attacked by a tiger, you might just be really good at fighting tigers and you could beat the shit out of them. You know what I'm saying?
You might be able to get a lucky shot on the nose, you know what I mean? And like really bust his deviated septum and shit or something.
For real, it could go down like that.
You know what I mean? Just shoot his sinuses through the back of his fucking ears.
So
Hey.
what I'm saying is, you don't know that could maybe be inside of you until you get in a situation. And I use that as a funny example of saying, so now there's people that may have never had any history of mental illness, but you just got locked down in a fucking, quarantine for however long people have been quarantined. I know it's different everywhere. Now, everywhere you go, you got to wear a mask. You got to be worried about, like, people aren't used to that type of stress. And now like some people can handle it. Some people can't.
Right. And, people are used to, like, okay, you say quarantine, like, well, I just can't leave the house. Like, I'll leave the house. Then go where? Everything's shut down. Like, you're not going anywhere but to get food or something from the gas station.
Yep. And like I said, for some people, like, that fucks them up mentally, which is completely understandable because they've never been through it before. You don't know how your body's going to react. You don't know, whatever, man. It's just, there's people that we didn't even know that were going to have mental problems because they've never been in a certain situation that pushes them over the edge, Right.
He was like, and I think that what helped here in my household too was the fact that me and both her were essential employees. So it didn't really change as much, except for not being able to kind of go do things. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That part sucked, but it's like, oh, well, I guess we're not, but you think about it, it's like we're not spending money on the shit that we would, you know what I mean? Like, people got to remember that, like, especially people that have been collecting. Like, if you're just sitting home and you're in a bubble, and you're just getting, extra $600 on top of your, unemployment. If you got $200-300 there, you get $900 a week to kind of just sit home, and you weren't making that close to that when you were working. And you can't spend it anywhere, you know what I mean? Besides eating and shit, unless you just ate a lot of shit and, bought a lot of weed.
People went nuts on, you got to remember though, people went nuts online.
That's why Amazon's like, fuck, you're giving them everybody extra $600?
By the way, click the link down below. Use our Amazon link. All right.
By the way, you sons of guns, Amazon link down there. Get there.
No, I feel you, because I think a lot of people went with, I think a lot of people don't think ahead. They went with, this is going to last. Oh my God, now I'm getting this money. This money will absolutely never end, and they just go with it.
We're going to get it for the whole year. I could just blow my money all year.
Yeah. Which the government fucked up on that completely, in my opinion, because the government didn't even understand that, they all make less than 6. Damn, we thought 6 was everybody makes less than 6. Holy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we gave the wrong numbers. That was supposed to be for the upper middle class, not
because for off jump, they could have been like, hey, and we'll throw in an extra $200 and people would have been psyched. You know what I mean? Any extra money, people would extra $600? Fuck you, I'm never going back to work. Are you kidding me?
And then they said, okay, we just lost 2. But hey, we getting 400 today. Now they can enjoy themselves all the way through every holiday, whatever they're gonna do.
Exactly.
Not much to do, but at least they can be home with their families and shit instead of working.
Yeah, and staying away from the Rona.
Right. Just buying gifts online for their kids and shit.
Yeah.
Santa gonna come with a mask.
That's what, bro. I was thinking about that the other day too. I'm like,
I just hit me like, oh, I didn't even think.
Because I was saying I was in Family Dollar and they had Christmas stuff out, and that shit fucked with me. And that was the instant I was like, they're gonna put Santa in a mask. Yo, Coca-Cola is gonna have a commercial with Santa in the fucking mask. And then where I take it is, is baby Jesus gonna be in a fucking manger with a mask on? You tell me. They're gonna have BJ in the fucking
BJ just there with no getting the vid. Come on, man.
They're gonna have BJ in the basket.
He did put an airbag on somebody that got it cut off, so I think he'd be all right. But I don't know. As a baby, I don't know if his powers were as strong as a baby. Like baby Superman was able to kind of still do shit. So I'm not sure. They never you know what, I didn't follow I know some of the basics of the Bible, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a Catholic,
I've heard of it.
I'm not naive.
Yeah, I feel you.
I mean,
I'm the same way.
No little basis of the story, but I feel like I've never heard anybody really dive in to like, yo, was baby Jesus that like young baby Jesus? Did he shoot up in age rather rapidly, or was he just a normal everyday little dude? You know what
give
I mean?
Me the prequel. I want to know the prequel. Give me Give me the
That's what
movie, Jesus, the early years. Give me that. Give me his
Right.
demo album. Come on.
Just the early year. Like, I mean, I want it to end before he hits his teenage life. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
You know, I mean, maybe you could trickle into him about 16, 17. Because then after that, 18, he's more like an adult. You know what I mean? But he's baby Jesus, man. You know what I mean? Yeshua. You know what I mean? That's what
that's another one to get into, too, for a documentary. Is about how many religions are exactly the same. I'm talking about, the
Was
Son
that up
of
there?
God
I think I saw one like that.
passed away, came back 3 days later. All that, like the entire story that we know of Jesus is direct copy and paste for like 6 other religions, way before it. It's crazy. It's
right. Change the figure.
Because speaking of, if you watch the other channels on our video, the Docs with Fat Cat series that we've been doing, where we watch documentaries and then talk about them. I'm telling you, man, sometimes I'm describing them to people and they won't even watch them. Like, I'm getting people talking to me in my normal life, people I know asking, but they don't necessarily want to dive into it, like the One Child Nation. Like,
right.
Well, it was good, but should I? I'm like, watch it. Like,
let's get there.
Put it in your fucking head. You have to, man. You have to.
You got to see what's going on. I mean, a lot of these docs be eye-opening, man.
Yeah.
This one was kind of interesting. I dug this one. I like him, man. What's his name?
I don't know how to pronounce his name, but yeah, that's the new one that we got coming up is called Voodoo, and some other things after that. But
Roots to Heaven, I think.
That'll be a good one coming up. But yeah, I said to say the one of the benefits of Corona was diving into a different thing and knowledge and just learning in general. And I think some people dug down and just stuck into their, like, either I'm going to be a Democrat forever, I'm going to be a Republican forever. And for me, I never was either one, but it definitely made me way more in the middle of, there's people who I know in real life who I'm like, holy fuck, I can't believe that you believe that when it comes to politics. And I'm sure that there's people that feel the same way about me. So that's what I mean in that I don't know where those come to pass and chill out at. I feel like we're at such a high tension level.
Right.
I don't know. I just don't see it going back to like chill.
Right. They get intense. Everybody's so intense that, and then they're going to hold grudges to like anybody. Like, you could have people that were neighbors or, good neighbors, probably got along, families hung out together and barbecues and shit. It's happening in these little neighborhoods and shit where everybody's, quiet and friendly. And as soon as they put a fucking, maybe a Trump fucking banner in the front yard, you know what? We're no longer friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, listen, I still got a couple people that are considered friends that, I know that the Trump supporters and they say why, you know what I mean? It's like, I could be looking at them like, yo, like, in all reality, how could you fuck with a guy like that? You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of shit I say. But, I'm not going to be like, I hate you now. How do you like him? Get away from me. You disgust me. But that's how people feel, you know what I mean? Because it's not their guy. You know what I mean?
People are, they're completely game over with that, because I feel like the exact same argument can be made for both candidates. If you want to go get the information, there's a million reasons why not to vote for Trump, and there's a million reasons why not to vote for Biden. There's both out there. So that's why I think we've gotten to such a point of,
so it's a lesser
you can't get somebody to think the other thing, because they literally have their own information that says this. It's that whole alternative facts thing. It's well, Trump said this, but I believe he meant this, and I believe he meant this. And both of them are probably fucking wrong,
The only way those people change their mind is when they see something that makes them, they visually see something, or, what I mean? Like, oh, that changed the way I think of it. Or something like, he was great until he attacked something that meant something to them. You know what I mean?
Well, like, did you hear the big joint with Herschel Walker? Like, Herschel Walker spoke, and he came out and he said, he's like, he'd been friends with President Trump for 30 whatever years. And he came out and just did his whole, like, listen, I've been friends with the dude for this long, and friends, like, not in just passing when we see each other, actual friends, all that. Gave his whole explanation, immediately the entire Twitter, oh, he's a fucking coon and blah, 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 and worse than that. And you're just like, damn, but that's his experience is what he, like, I don't know, man.
Why do you want him to go up there and lie about it? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
if Trump was a real, you think he paid him to do it? Hey, Herschel, listen, I'll give you a fucking. But no, that's a conspiracy. Now I didn't even think about that because Herschel ain't really getting no endorsements. I don't think you're on TV these days. Nigga might be.
You
broke.
don't got to be on TV to be making money. Believe me, dude. I'm sure Herschel Walker's fine, but I know what you're saying because then people dive into that, and just like you said that. Somebody will put that online as fact and other people will believe it. There's that the spread of misinformation could be so fucking poisonous. And like I said, he's been friends with the dude for whatever it was, 37 years. Like
killed him, huh? Was he at a rally or something with him or something? Or he was just
the Democratic National Convention and the Republican National Convention are going on.
Gotcha.
And
that's
but it's really minimal people in attendance and it's just guest speakers, stuff like that. But
he said, God, I need a black friend of mine. Herschel. Come on.
No, but that's the thing is that it seems like Trump now is doing things, all the stuff that they said, oh my God, you hate immigrants. Trump just did, I don't know exactly what the ceremony is called, but the final import ceremony, he just did. Like, I feel like Trump's trolling people because like, oh my God, he hates immigrants, blah, blah, blah. He just went on TV and brought 5 immigrants into the country. Like, they went through their whole thing, but he did the final, like, whatever it is. Like, and you promised to love the flag and all that. Yeah.
Right.
So
his immunization or something.
Yeah. Which shows us how much dumb Americans we are, and no problem,
Right.
Because we don't even know what the fuck it is. But
right,
I feel like he's trolling the game.
Words. When do I? And it sounds like there was a question at the end. And you say yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they tell him. Like, you just say yes when he's done, and it sounds like a question. You go, yes. And you're gonna get papers. You're gonna be a citizen. Don't worry about it.
Well, like I said, for me, I'm worried about after the election because even Hillary Clinton already came out and said that
she's going to
even if Donald Trump wins, there's no way that they're going to accept it, which is fucking crazy. Like, they're already, like, November's a long time away, and the Democrats are already coming out and saying that even if Donald Trump wins, we're not going to accept that he won, which is fucking scary. And I don't mean that between Democrats and Republicans. I just mean in general, having people in politics saying, if he wins again, we're not accepting that, which is like, what the fuck? That shit's weird to me. Because imagine if the other side went, if Joe Biden wins, we're not doing it. We're not okay with it. It's like, that's why I think, something big is going to happen. I just feel like maybe it's just my personal anxiety and other things, but
what's that expression? The ground is swelling. You know what I mean? It's
that's what I feel like. Yeah,
shit is teetering, man. I feel like it's bubbling. Things are gonna explode. I mean, things that are happening in the streets have been exploding. You know what I mean? I ended with that one with the whole, young brother out in Wisconsin. Is Jacobs is Jacoby or Jacobs? What's his last name?
I don't know.
Yeah. See, I know. Look at that. Remember his name, and I can't remember his name. Shame on me. But it's because I'm not diving. I haven't been diving in, man. I know I heard about it. I seen it. I didn't really I looked at the footage somewhat just today, actually. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, it was wrong, for what that dude was trying to do. He tried to bounce, whatever. You know what I mean? I get it. They got called there they called them for a domestic dispute.
Yep.
About him putting his hands on his kid's mother or whatever. So, you know what I mean? It's like, someone called them there. You know what I mean? They didn't just drive by and be like, hey, there's somebody I think's a problem. Let me get out. So that's one thing. So that's what they're called for. All right. I get that,
But real quick, have you seen that story in there of this is how the story is now presented? This guy was walking away from the police and they just shot him 7 times in front of his kids. And it's like, but that's not the story. But like, because
the whole thing,
then you watch the actual thing and it's, and that's what I'm going back to where I was saying earlier. I don't understand why it has to be, you either follow all of our directions and you turn around and you nicely let us put you in handcuffs or you die. Like, how is there nothing else in between? I don't fucking get it.
And
like
my
I said,
thing is,
I don't want anyone to get shot, but I don't get how, if this is the story, because they put this out, if this is the story where the guy said, fuck you, I'm going to get my gun. once again, it's not cool for anyone to get shot, but then why do you go around and wait for him to open it so you can shoot him a million fucking times? How is there not a leg shot before then to where you're telling me if that dude says, I'm going to get my gun to shoot you, you shoot him in the leg, that now he's not going to get his gun to go shoot you. You know what I'm saying? But, and once again, no, I don't want anyone to get shot, but why is it either
they
no
do that,
or you're dead?
Because they train them to when you're unloading the only time you're shooting is because you're a threat. And that's what they're saying about they have to reform. You know what I mean? They say law enforcement reform. You know what I mean? It's like you got to change those. You got to change that, man. You got to change that. You shoot on. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, I get it, man. Like it's a dangerous job, man. Because there are people that would be willing to kill a fucking cop because for the risk, you know, risking their freedom. You know what I mean? You know, there are people that do fucked up things out there, man. It's violence, and I hate that. Where you can't take away from that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like what happens, and you know, like I've seen it, man. And guys that seen cops or no cops, even on the force, there are those kind of cops that are there to crack heads, man. You know what I mean? It's like a hockey team and an enforcer. You know what I mean? Like, right. You having those police guys, they have enforcers like, go get Thomas. He's gonna come. Oh, you don't want to fuck with Big Tom. You know, he'll come. He'll start fucking busting heads open, and you know, call you to every.
I've seen World Star videos, right, where this guy's just talking to the cop, then the big dickhead comes through. What the fuck? And he's the first cop that puts hands on somebody. You know, they got that dude.
They're there. He's probably on steroids. Like
it's Action Jackson. You know,
right? You know what I mean? It's like those guys exist, man. So you know, you can't pretend that. Well, what's fucked up is, you know, the type of things they do, and then the accountability's not there, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you fire that fucking gun, man, you know, it shouldn't be fucking, all right, we just got to play with kitty gloves. It's like he just killed somebody, just like anybody else did.
I still think
he didn't kill this
should
guy,
have to be, I know, this fucking guy survived, and I'm like, I'm so happy that he can tell his side of it at least.
Right.
I'm telling you, for me, and every now and then I get into conspiracy shit, but and this could be my white privilege fucking draining out of me, but I just I have a tough time believing that cop is that fucking dumb. Like I don't know. I'm not saying.
And it's like, because I seen it, that's what I was thinking when I saw it, and I saw the comments people were saying, and I just started diving, and I had so much shit to say, and I had to stop, man, because it was like, you know, I'm like fucking rambling off and shit. I'm just like, and then one guy put a comment of like, yeah, but they also didn't say in the story that the cop said he had a knife. So he had a knife running away from you. And you shoot him in the back 7 times. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't comply and he had a knife. No, when you shoot him when he has a knife is when he comes towards you with the knife. Yeah. That's when they say it's justifiable. He's coming at you with a knife, you're gonna get shot. No matter who, I don't care who it is, black, white, or whatever, you come at a fucking cop with a knife, you're getting shot. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, sometimes it doesn't work that way, though. And that's why they say some stories. And I think you got to go by that cop now. Now take that cop and that training, that judgment, and say, well, that's how it's supposed to be done. If they de-escalated this shit with a person with a gun or whatever, and talk them down, and that's, you know, that was the way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw one where it was, and it was like what people say, it's like, yo, but people, you got to remember, man, especially for an inner city cop, he's gonna always treat that black or Spanish person differently, man. Than it's just, especially when they see so much of the, you know, when you're in a city and there's so much of the shit is going on there, it's from those particular you know, culture of people. So they can't, and they're not really like have that city eye to kind of know what's what, and they're just like, well, they all kind of start looking like the same kind of people. They're all fucked up. You know, you have everybody pinned. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I don't like cops, but holy fuck, I never want their job because that's a shitty ass job. Like having to go deal with that bullshit every day. And like you said, if you're a cop in a fucking city and you know it's just bullshit after bullshit every fucking day, like
you have to have
how we were talking about Corona and PTSD. Yo, human beings aren't supposed to go through that shit. Like they're not supposed to go through that shit constantly.
And they were saying that, and part of the reform also is the training, because remember, anybody can be a cop, man. You really don't need any special anything. You just got to pass the physical and take the aptitude test, which is kind of like they ask you like common sense and more shit. You know what I mean? Pass the background, pass the physical. You know what I mean? It's not like you have a heavy psych eval. They don't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Their psych
I s-
evals, they start yelling at you and see if you could take it.
Yeah. I saw on the internet that and I don't know if it's true. I just saw it on the internet. That it takes longer to get your beautician's license than it does to become a cop.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yo, some of them be killing that hair though.
Exactly.
For
real.
I'm out here with these pocket jokes, nigga.
No, man, I'm telling you, it's tough to even describe my feelings. Like, I feel like we're in purgatory right now. I don't feel like real life is happening around me. I feel like we're just stuck waiting for the bomb to drop on the election, whichever way it goes, you know?
Right.
It's just,
And it's like,
because I think
not
that's when
gonna-
it's going to get real crazy, you know?
Right. He wins again, man. There's gonna be so much fucking riots and shit. It's,
I'm
even
telling you, bro,
more.
both ways, it's going to be nuts.
Right,
Because there's already the scandal set up.
Trump
The
supporters
scandal is
pissed me
already
no
set
way.
up over the mail-in ballots. Like, there's already been, bro, they already got fucking I almost said policemen. They already have mail carriers on film ripping up Trump signs. But then they're just like, well, yeah, no, just go ahead and vote through the mail. It's all fine. Because my thing is, I don't give a fuck who wins. I just, like I said, back to, I can't play pretend when they're just like, nope, it's perfectly fine to vote through the mail and vote. Yo, no, it's not. Like, just no, it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just no, it's not. And then when people, like I said, that's my problem is adults playing pretend fucks with me. I just can't do this shit.
Right. And it goes down this route, and it's like, man, and it's like, you can always go back and when people get mad, it's like, well, stop looking back. And it's like, it's not about looking back. It's about understanding, man. It's like, when something is created in such a way, and why does that happen? Why is there negativity there? Why do black people feel so negative? Why? You have to look at generational shit, man. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
I think it's going to shift because of now we have more multiculturalism. Now we have, we have this movement now where everybody's together, more blacks and white, and everybody's coming together. So it's going to be a different movement now. You know what I mean? But you know, that's like kind of going forward. But up until now, you have to know why. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta know why that's like that, and that's not giving a crutch. It's giving understanding, and now doing something to make it better or right. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's like, it's just my pastry ope.
Well, so that's why I say I feel like there's two different Americas right now, because there's some black people out there that think Donald Trump is the best president we've ever had. There's some black people out there that obviously think, Donald Trump's a racist, blah, 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 all that down the line. Then there's people on the other side that feel Joe Biden is what we need for America. Then there's black people that are just like, oh my God, no. And every other race, there's both of those sides. So it's just, I feel like we're so fucking.
So who's in the Green Party again?
Apart.
Who the hell is even a Green Party? Like, can we just get one of those strong horses? Nobody.
Bro, no one. They're not. And he never had a chance, but they're not even covering Kanye anymore. All they're doing is just like, he's not even gonna be on the ballot. Don't even fucking worry about
this is interesting. This is an interesting question. Now, what happens? Like, say now we're all the way up until couple days, maybe we'll go to a couple days, maybe even a week before the actual election.
Yeah.
Say Joey kicks the bucket, or Donnie. How does that work?
I don't know. I don't know if just the vice steps up or if they reevaluate.
Right. Then now is it just a vice against the new candidate? Or
I was going to say, yeah, probably. It's definitely a good question.
I win unanimously.
It's a no. There would still be a vote, but for the sitting president, if Donald Trump dies, then it would make sense. Mike Pence would become president, and then I guess run for president again.
Right.
But on the other side, I don't know, because
if Joey kicks the bucket,
he isn't an action. Yeah, because she was running for vice president, so now is she just like, well, now I'm the, it's some weird shit.
I'm running for president. Like, I can do that. It might be in small writing somewhere. I'm pretty sure that's probably how they do it. I'm like, because that's like a wild, for instance. Like, what if the guy fucking gets hit by a car, or has a heart attack, fucking 2 days before the election? Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's a far fetched shit, but it's reality. You never know when shit like that can happen.
Yeah. But one of the funniest things that I saw online, because both sides have great, hits, both sides have fucking amazing memes back and forth about each other. But the best one that I saw was when they were talking about Biden saying that what does the generation, what do Democrats want, right? They want, we don't like rich white people anymore and we hate the cops, right? So Joe Biden's a rich guy and Kamala Harris is a cop. Okay, cool. It makes sense to you. It makes sense to you. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, all they want is those people to not be in charge.
It can never be where everybody has the same amount. You know, it's somebody's in control at some point.
Yeah.
And whoever can control the masses is going to be the one that's on top, whether it be by word or by
by sword,
coercing people into their way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? That's all it really is, man.
I also heard the rumor. Now, listen, we failed at this entire episode about saying something positive, but let's keep that in mind with, I already heard the rumor, once again, conspiracy shit, that they're talking about some states might try to secede if fucking Trump wins, like California, for instance, that's liberal central over there.
About it.
Yeah.
Put up their own fences and shit.
They're saying it might get to that point.
Got to go through customs to get to Cali.
Get to Cali.
You know what I mean? I'm from, what country are you from? United States? Nope. California. Like, oh, you're your own country now. Word. I
got to say, I am so fucking happy that I went to California last year, because I'm really like, I might have unknowingly just went for my last time ever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. That's why I wanted to get there for one, because I'm like, it's going to sink off into the ocean, right? That's what they say. It's going to break off and just like the dinosaurs.
I think they're going to break it off themselves. You know what I'm saying? They're just going to
go with a big fucking
cut it off, and you see mad people with knives at the border, and you're like, what are y'all doing? No, we out, man. We just going to float away.
Exactly. Cutting into the soil and shit. Just like, we go to get there. We started off, then we bring in the bulldozers, and we keep going until we
big
fall
ass Cutco knives and shit.
Until we fall into the core of the earth. What the fuck is we talking about? Just build a big canyon in between. That's all. Big canyon.
Yeah. Like I said, but personally, man, I just feel it's weird. I just feel fucking frazzled and just
it's a lot, man.
I feel like I'm suspended. I feel like I'm in the middle of, like, we're waiting for something horrible to happen.
Right. Something horrible or something that's just going to be game changing in a positive light where everybody, you know what I mean? It's because if laws get changed and reform happens, and somebody's going to be mad about that, of course. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're going to have cops that are going to go on strike. They're going to be fucking, now you're not going to now protect the city without us. And it's going to force like communities to come up with their own policing.
Bro,
that's like a city.
What happens when you call 911 and you get a fucking voicemail? What happens then?
Right. I hope you know how to put on a tourniquet, nigga. Just saying.
Yeah. Because that's what Democrats want, is fucking less police. And I think it needs to be
I think the restructuring.
We were saying it's got to be a different. It could, of course, still be called police, but just they can't be the same way. It's got to be
restructure, reform.
Yeah,
you got to go with that public safety kind of approach. You know what I mean? A public safety that will use deadly force if they have to. You know what I mean? It's like always like that good story about that cool ass Hawaiian nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's cool, he mad cool shit. Like, yo, he laid back. He's a big giant dude, but he's real calm and everything. But it snap your fucking neck if he had to.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of person you need out there, man. Like, he has hospitality, he's understanding. You know what I mean? He's like, but if it came down to it, I'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
that's what
I'm not going to give you that approach,
Yeah, exactly. The walk quiet and carry the big stick. I think that they should be going through, like I said, man, I think that police should be elite athletes. They should go through fighting training. And I mean that to be able to take somebody down and, stop them from doing any more harm. So it isn't, you either get arrested or killed. It's fucking nuts.
Now it's just like, can you run for a quarter mile and under so much time?
Yeah.
Can you do
once in your life? By the way, once in your life, there's no retest.
Right. Do me 30 push-ups. Give me
once in your life.
Right. 25 push-ups. 30 sit-ups, 35. You know what I mean? Okay. Sit and reach. Touch your toes. Okay. Run around the track in this so many times. Quarter mile.
Yeah.
You did all that. All right. You ready? And then you go through. Then on to the next phase of the process. You pass that. That's all it is for that, and then, they go through a background check. They look at your fucking social media and talk to your friends and your neighbors, and
No, it's scary, man. like I said, I'm supposed to have all the white privilege in the world. Like I said before, I've never been comfortable around a police officer, and I'm not talking about me being a shitty kid with weed on me. I'm talking normal life. I've never been psyched that a fucking cop is there. I've never felt more safe because a cop is there. I've never felt like
it's almost that you have that, it's always like, no matter, I don't care, man, anytime, it's always been that you're around them. And I think it's that because they have a deadly weapon right there on their hip. You know what I mean?
The tension is up, yes.
Right. Subconsciously, it's there, whether they're just buying a coffee or not. You know that, like, yo, that thing right there, if he had to, he could put one in everybody in here.
Yeah.
I'm saying, that's a far-fetched thing, but you know what I mean? It's like just knowing it's there, and that's you know what I mean? It's like standing by a nuke bomb. It's like, should we stand this close to it? It's not active. It's a nuke. I don't want to.
Right.
It's fucking close to it. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not anti-gun, but you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I do have pistol permit and all that. But I think that if I were to live in a state like Texas where it's open carry, that'd make me nervous. Just seeing regular citizens walking around open carrying a gun.
Yeah, it's a different life.
Right. He got a bad day today. Just like I think that LeBron James, his comment. He's like, it's just scary for a lot of black people in America when you see these kind of things. It's like, he goes, you don't know. Did that cop have a bad day today? Did he have a fight with his wife? Is there something he's upset about? And did he carry that to work with him today? Is today the day or is he just going to be out there like, I want to do some hurting today to somebody? He said, I don't know if that's what it is, but sometimes you think of these things like, is that what it is for some of y'all? You know what I mean? Yeah. It's kind of like, Well,
you think too, just like any other job, you go in because you had a bad day, you're on a short fucking circuit, something happens, and perhaps if you had a great day and everything was fine and everything was honey and blueberries, it wouldn't have went that way. But but we're talking about human fucking beings, you know what I mean? Right. And we hold cops to such a ridiculous standard, which we should, because they should have to meet that standard, but we don't have the quality of people to meet that standard. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't go after the
it's
pay.
Not that many. It's not that many, and that's what's probably more sad. There's not that many good people to fill a fucking a police force with. Good qualified people. And what we're envisioning of what is a good quality cop is not enough of those kind of guys to make a force. It's almost like they need those intimidators to be out there for some of the street. You know what I mean? But
I think it's just bad all the way around. It's bad training. It's the training is too quick. Like, if tomorrow I said I wanted to be a cop, I could be a cop before the end of next year. Like, that's so fucking dumb. That's not how it should go.
Right. And I what I always love is the whole when you start talking about these situations, and I think the worst thing what people do, which is always just pisses people off, when now, like how you talk about those, people just deflect and they go, well, what about the neighborhoods? It's all bad. It's like, nobody's coming out and saying like, hey, all that's good in the hood. Everybody's good around here. Nobody's killing each other. Nobody's doing drugs. Nobody's fucking selling their ass. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, what are we talking about? Like, that shit exists already. Why? Because there's poverty, and there's fucking anywhere there's poverty, you have crime. It's any fucking country you go to, man. You go to the fucking slums in Haiti, man, where there's real fucking poor ass ghettos, man. Where they're living in fucking shacks. There's fucking more rapes and murders out there than anything, man. People get away with that shit.
Yo, we saw in the movie what happens when you don't pay the proper attention to a voodoo ceremony. They'll come after you. You know what I'm saying? So
listen, they come
gets
for
loose
you,
out there. So listen, I want to send out a formal apology because we did not follow our plan. We did not go near our objective at all. And we will try to make next episode a little bit happier. And to maybe button it up a little bit, what we were talking about with going to the gym and other things like that is we're trying to find a way to relax these days. Like, I got, a neck massager, I got a back massager. And if you look over my shoulder back there, I got my own personal little sauna, which is one of the best $189 that I've ever spent in my life. With tax, I think it came out to just over $2. But man, we talk about rejuvenation. A lot more people are doing psychedelic drugs these days. A lot more people are just trying to change themselves. And I do think a little bit of good came out of this corona. But if there's anything I could pass along and advice that I need to also listen to myself is we got to just try to find a way to relax. That's it. Just try to find your own way to
Your
relax,
own, Your own zen, man. Your own way to kind of get in tune with who you are. And, I'm not saying not to pay attention. You got to keep a finger on the pulse because change needs to happen. And I understand that. And it has to happen by people kicking and screaming sometime. But just be safe, man. And try not to be an asshole to everybody, huh?
Bars. Yo, so we'll be back next week. And I promise we'll try to put in something positive. Click the link down below.
Maybe I'll bring a real watermelon in and eat it live.
That's racist.
Pastry.
There was a watermelon. There was a pumpkin. There was a podcast. And now it's done.